Chief Justice Robert Torres. Happy New Year, Your Honor.
Happy New Year, Nick.
So 2023, what a year it was.
Uh,
How was it for the judiciary?
well, we had some challenges, of course, with the typhoon, but we recovered pretty well, and I was very proud of our team. We had some damage to the Judicial Education Center, flooding that required it to be taken out of use for some period of time. We had some generator issues. It was damaged during the storm, but we found ways to get it back up and operational. And so, within a relatively short time, we got back on board and the wheels of justice continued. But we had a lot of interesting challenges that I think the judiciary has risen up to meet last year. Obviously, it's important to understand that we do have a drug abuse problem on this island, methamphetamine, and the judiciary realizes that we have to address the root causes of those problems. And so we invested heavily in therapy and therapeutic courts. We also, to further that objective, we've applied for a number of federal grants, and we received more grants last year than we have in our history.
Congratulations.
Something like $5.5 million of grants to help address, from SAMHSA and and other projects to help with therapeutic and reentry courts. So we're excited about that. But with more responsibility, it's an opportunity for us to do better.
Yeah, that's great that we try to keep a lot of the reoffenders, especially the drug offenders, out of the system, because we've seen this constant trend of them, the recidivism, and then we see the same faces, the same names that make the headlines and get on the court calendar. So it's great that you guys have done this. What do you think was your most memorable moment of 2023?
I think in 23, it was, the dedication of our employees and the work that they did, bouncing back from the typhoon. Our ability to reinvest in our employees, I think, is important. They're the most important capital that we have. And I was proud of being able to ensure that we got the compensation that our employees were due. Working with the legislature, I do want to thank them for recognizing that our employees deserve to be appropriately compensated. We were able to get the general pay plan adjustments for our employees. We were able to get the attorneys paid what they deserve. The attorneys are a backbone of our judiciary, and we were losing attorneys to the federal government. We were losing law enforcement officers to the federal government and private sector, and we need a strong workforce to do our work. And we're a team, and so I think that was important. And even getting our judges the compensation that they deserve. People forget judges were lawyers also, and if they were paid as lawyers, they would make more than they would have gotten if they were as judges. So I think it was important for us. And the legislature, when they passed our budget, they gave us a pretty good budget, and I'm happy for the work that they did with us, recognizing the work that we do.
And your work also, it extends beyond Guam's shores. You've done work over in the Philippines and stateside. Any of those that you think might have benefited what you were able to bring back here and share with the community?
I think the national and international connections that I've been able to establish, serving as a faculty member for the National Judicial College, serving as an officer of the American Judges Association, being on the executive board for the Appellate Judges Educational Institute, I think it definitely helps. You're able to pick up the phone, call someone, look for resources, get answers to questions, get support. In the upcoming year, we've got a lot of exciting projects on board. We are going to be looking to launch our new case management system, and I mentioned public access as well.
That's exciting. For the viewers that aren't familiar with the term case management system, what does it mean for them?
What it means is that we have an electronic system that it digitizes all court records and has all the cases in separate folders, essentially, to keep it simplistic. And it helps us manage our cases throughout the entire judiciary. So you're not looking for files. You've got it all electronic. But also, one of the things that I've been trying to push for is more transparency and accountability. And we're going to have public access to court records. We had expected it to be part of our case management system that we're transitioning away of, but it wasn't quite what we wanted. And so it was more of a glorified docket sheet than the true public access that I think people deserve. And so with our new e-court system and our new e-probation system, which we hope to launch within the first 6 months of next year, I think people will be a lot happier with being able to access documents in the courts, and also for us to monitor our probationers. We've also got couple of other exciting technological developments that will be coming. We have a online dispute resolution, or ODR. We find that there's opportunities for people to try to resolve their disputes with court assistance, but not court supervision. And so we're going to be launching ODR for some of our small claims cases and traffic cases and other smaller cases where people will be able to try to resolve their disputes, interacting through a portal that will enable them to try to resolve their disputes and resolve their cases without the constant supervision of a judge in the process. And other jurisdictions have found success with ODRs, so we're excited about that opportunity. And then we're also launching our digital evidence case management system, which almost all evidence today, a lot of it is digital. You know, you have photos from home security cameras, you have text messages on phones, you have photographs. And so this is a way for the litigants, especially pro se litigants, to be able to upload them to the court, utilize them in the context of a trial or in a proceeding. Courts can then rule on them whether they're admissible or not, authenticated. So it's going to, we recognize that technology is advancing and we can't live in the, in the past. We've got to move forward.
Sounds like it's going to be a year, 2024, of easier access. And like you said, transparency from the judiciary here. Now that we've been able to reflect and look ahead of what's to come this year, any message to the community this new year?
Well, I just want to wish everyone a happy new year and a very prosperous new year. And you can expect great things from our judiciary in this year. And I think that we're coming up with a new strategic plan that is going to guide us from this year, 2024, to 2027. But just enjoy your new year, enjoy the time with your family, and continue to look for the judiciary to be a leader and an independent branch of government that preserves the rule of law.
Nice. And I say stay out of the courtroom if you can.
Absolutely. Don't drink and drive.
Yes. Well, have a safe new year. And we will be following the journey, of course, throughout the year and all the hearings as well.
And I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for us to get together, Nick, and with as the projects develop and unfold.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.